In a previous video, I said this. Honestly, I thought that the full size impressed me more than anything. It was a lot quieter than I expected. And if I remember correctly, I wasn't comfortable having one of my other full-size 5.56 cans with my ears out. Yeah, so I said that the Stacy's mom just might be quieter than another 5.56 can that I have. And that just happens to be the Saker 5.56 from SilencerCo. So let's check it out. Welcome back to Silent Pew. Today, we are out at the range and we are taking a look at two 5.56 cans that got me thinking. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Resilient Suppressors had sent out this Stacy's mom. And as I was shooting it, I started to think, it sounds pretty comparable to something else that I have, which just so happens to be the SilencerCo Saker 5.56. So what's the reason that even got me thinking in the first place? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The Stacy's mom has flow-through end caps, which typically result in a louder can, whereas the Saker is a fully welded can, which typically results in a quieter can. So the fact that I was feeling like that Stacy's mom was just as quiet or quieter, figured I'd come out here and put them both to the test. Before we get started, I'll go ahead and throw up the specs for Stacy's mom right here, as well as the specs for the Saker 5.56 right here. Now, in hand, a couple of things that I'm noticing. First and foremost, you're gonna see that that diameter on that 5.56 Saker is going to be a little bit smaller than Stacy's mom. However, in hand, that Saker does feel a slight bit heavier. Now, as stated before, Resilient Suppressors does offer 3 different flow-through end caps that you could put on here, whereas the Saker is going to have a solid end cap and you have no other options. All right, let's kick this off. We're gonna be using my AR build with the adjustable gas block so we can see if that flow through is making a difference. And then we're gonna be using the same 62 grain 5.56 ammo. So first test here, we've got the ear test and we're gonna answer the question right off the bat. Which one's quieter? All right, so that's the Saker 5.56. Let's throw on Stacy's mom. All right, Stacy's mom, let's hear it. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna give you guys the answer, but not just yet. So I realized that the noise cancellation on my mic can make these sound different. So I've turned that off and we're gonna throw these out one more time, starting with the Saker 5.56. All right, back to Stacy's mom. All right, let me know if you could tell the difference. Okay, so I've got 1 round in the magazine. I've got it on the lowest gas setting. This is the Saker 5.56. Let's see the ejection as well as if it locks back. Okay, so we've got lock back there on setting 1 with the Saker. Let's go ahead and check out Stacy's mom. So for Stacy's mom, because this is flow through, on setting 1, we may not have enough gas to lock it back, but that's gonna be what we're testing. So here we go. And we got lock back. So fantastic there. So we got lock back on setting 1 with both cans. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through some of the settings to take a look at the ejection pattern to see if we can't see a difference. So right now we've got setting 1. We're going about 4, 5 o'clock, which is pretty good. Setting 2. About the same. Setting 3. That pushes it forward. So looks like 2. Little inconsistent, but it looks like 2 on that one is gonna be right about where we are. Back to Stacy's mom. We are on setting 1 as well. Checking this out. So about the same. Let's go to 2. About the same. Up to 3. So obviously on 3, we're seeing it be a less aggressive, which is pretty good. So we'll go to 4. And that one's going about where the Saker was on 3. So it looks like we've got about 1 gas adjustment setting difference in terms of that flow through making an effect on where that ejection is going. Yeah. So that's what we got. Have you guys seen that can where you can literally hold on to it after shooting an entire magazine through it? I bring that up because 1, that thing looks pretty awesome. 2, we just shot 10 rounds through each for that ejection pattern test, and both cans got hot right off the bat. So that thing's probably gonna be pretty cool. One thing I was interested in is whether these have a big impact shift. So we are going to check that out. All right, so I was aiming for A zone here. We've got a little bit of height over bore. So take note of where those are. That's with the Saker. All right, so we've got on Stacy's mom. Obviously, this point of impact is suppressor versus suppressor. So we're just taking a look to see if there's a difference. Same point of impact with the dot. And there you have it. So same point of reference. Looks like that group was actually a little bit tighter. That could be me. But impact was right about the same. And now we're waiting for a while. While that suppressor cools down, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to everyone. We just surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and it's been an absolutely amazing journey. I mean, we started by just pressing record, and here we are. So for everybody that comments, everyone that likes the videos, and for anyone that shares this with their friends, I really do appreciate it, and we're gonna keep on moving. So here's what I think. The Resilient Suppressors, Stacy's mom, definitely held its weight. But if I had to give you a definitive answer, I would say that the SilencerCo Saker is ever so slightly, just a little bit quieter. Now with that being said, I would say that both these cans are fantastic options. So if you are looking for a 5.56 can, I wouldn't stray away from either, depending on what you're looking for. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about these cans, and let me know what the quietest 5.56 can that you ever shot was. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with a friend or two, and as always, stay safe and shoot straight.